really interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, really interesting how he considered the fold so heavily because people just under bluff in these $400 tournaments. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what are his bluffs? You know, like if we really think about it, like sure, ace high has some showdown value if you had ace five, and when he raises the turn with maybe some backdoor diamond draw or something like that, he actually gets calls. And on this kind of board, like what hands do you have that you're folding?
And it's gonna have some misdraws and things too. So I think calling is the only option myself. Let's see if Boogaloo got away from it. Ooh, call is 6.
So this is close between call.
Really interesting. So call is 6, raise is 7,500 is 10 points. And I'm going to say he said that because this is a very bad player. And so he thinks the very bad player is going to stack off here with worse queens a lot. I'm going to guarantee that's what he's going to say. Very interesting, though. I thought call for sure was the right answer. I never am in this spot. I don't know. Interesting spot, too. I think this is a little bit of a lesson for everyone out there, too. A lot of times, the hands we want to float with, like this one, are better as raises. So this kind of falls in that category.
Yeah, and he was kind of an echo chamber for us there, saying, you know, we just get better hands to call and worse to fold.
Yep.
Like he's going to have some gut shots in his range. He's going to have spade draw. He's going to have king X. And we kind of know, I mean, we kind of identify kind of what cards are going to be bad for us on future streets, and we're aware how to proceed on those cards.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's a very good point. You right.
That was the best. You didn't say anything. You won. Just straight up.
You won. I'm just spewing.
All right, so ooh, look at this. You're not opening this. You just looked at this. You're not opening.
Button cut off, hijack, low jack, under the gun one. You are right.
Come on now. Okay. I am. So let's see if he.
He's got to open it, or there wouldn't be a hand.
It wouldn't
I'm
be a
already
quick.
down on points.
You're already down on points in real life. Now, obviously, you're gonna cheat, but
I'm gonna evolve.
you're gonna adapt, right?
All right, let's play it.
I'm going to cry if he says he's folding here. Like, if he's like, yeah, you should be folding this in this kind of tournament, and you were actually right. All right, cool.
Wah, wah.
Like a spot where we have
Ah!
standard.
Yes.
And the reason is because queen.
I just want to say for the record that this is the best 3-point score I've ever gotten in my life. Because the right answer was fold.
The right. But you heard what he said about the tables. This is a 3K.
Here comes the excuses. 10
The
points
excuses
fold.
to
It says
open
right
if your
here.
table is particularly tight and weak. Welcome to the $5 2K world. I mean, you know, the $11 10K. I'm opening this, yeah, for sure.
This is the best 3 points of my life.
Oh, that's hilarious. And everybody's 50.
Nailed it. What the hell kind of play is that from King Queen? Who does that?
What the hell? Yeah, so Mad Dog.
Jonathan Little's an absolute crusher, so it's nice to have him.
Yeah, I agree, and I
Just
always love
coaching.
playing right after sessions like this because I feel like my brain's warmed up. I'm thinking through things, and so it's a good way to start your session for sure.
Right. All right, guys, this is it.
What's up, Mike? You want to give a gist? He was saying Narco Cop was playing about D-pipping about 28% of hands. He had been very aggressive in this $10 buy-in, and here are the options to fold, to call, to raise to 1,200, raise to... What? Wait a minute, he made it 800, and my man's giving options to 12 and 1,400 ounces. So it's already getting kind of spicy. That's so nasty. To be on the site with these other crushers, you know, well-known poker public figures is pretty exciting, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't mention that when I was kind of giving a little intro here too. You know, Assassinato, Matt Affleck, John Little, all coaches on the site, so very highly respectable, quality poker content.
Yep, Evan Jarvis as well. You know, remember Evan Jarvis, Matt Affleck, Assassinato, John Little.
Yeah, so I guess that just makes sense. He just have the ace of clubs in his hand. That's interesting, though. I
How
thought
many
that was
points you got?
interesting.
You didn't do that bad. 45.
I like how you just pat me on the back. You didn't do that bad. Well, yeah, good job, buddy. Like,
The back.
I remember I got the higher score in the first one. So, you know, we're 1 for 1, buddy.
I just want to know.
Calling, guys. Let's see if we're good.
Similar situation. That's pre-flop? I think pre.
All right, guys, we're checking, I guess. Oh, for fuck's sake.
One of the things I see people when it comes to poker is when you can get to the turn and
When you're facing a min raise or just a touch more than a min raise, and there's an ante in play, which is going to be the case in most tournaments, I think, going forward, you want to defend pretty wide. If your opponent's making a 2.
All right, cool. You're going 1,400.
I'm going 1,400, guys.
I'm gonna go call with the arm and just see what happens.
All right, and
I would fold in game though, for the record, in case that's the winning end.
You won. You win. I have to concede. You win.
14K.
14K, let's do it.
Let's do it.
No, we can't win. This is a pretty rough spot because damn it.
Mm-hmm. Where do you gonna get my chat? They like naughty things. They like just beer, alcohol, you know.
All right, let's do I can do a $10 ACR.
A $10 ACR giveaway courtesy of my man Toe. For me beating that ass heads up in this. Sorry. No, I'm kidding. We'll do this. We'll have to do it at least once a week, man. And then, you know, we'll do it. We'll do it every week a couple times.
So it's a tie.
I guess we got to give out $10 to each other's communities. We'll just do our own $10 free roll for each. Or does that sound fair?
Yes. Do you know what this means?
You win. I give his chat $10. Take it.
So that's cool because we have 2 ties and then a win from you and a win from me. This is like the epic battle. It's perfect. It's great.
Yeah, we're even Stevens.
This is awesome.
Take it.
I love it.
You know,
Stop. We got a giveaway going. Let's run the giveaway for the $10 ACR winner. Closing the giveaway. Drawing the winner. My man Sebs are getting the $10 ACR giveaway for this one. We're back. Welcome to God's Big Toe study stream with special guest Crazy Sixes.
you crazy as hell. This is my shit. How dare you? This is my shit. What up?
Damn,
guys?
we thought we took over, but no, he's back.
We back.
We couldn't do it without him. We needed him to carry.
We started this. We started this shit. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Poker coaching study stream. We are fucking back. Excited to be here doing this again and ready to try to get better. Fucking Sunday fun day tomorrow. Just got back from Dublin.
How good of a friend am I? I have done none of the top quiz. We went back to all the old ones.
I was looking at
So everything up top, all these James Romeros are available to you. All these Jonathan Littles and Matt Afflecks are available. Yeah, man.
Look at this.
Yeah, sick run. Thanks for the congrats, guys. We were laughing earlier in this because I'm so upset and heartbroken that it's funny. But I appreciate it. I realize it was something special and I was lucky to get there. So thank you for the congrats.
Yep, Toe, if you don't know, got second in a ring event last night for 10K.
We'll lie.
We'll
round up.
We're rounding up. We're poker players.
Yeah, it was confirmed that it wasn't Mormon. I was mistaken. I guess I was mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things in this life, right? Where like you win 10K and you've never been so heartbroken to win 10K in your life, right? Like I part wish I busted fourth, right? Like fourth would be how
many people out there have a ring? Fuck it, 1,000. Who cares?
Yeah, it's true.
I'll take the 10K every fucking day.
I would just look so good wearing it, you know?
Nobody wears those.
It would round off I would never take it off.
Dude, you would be the cringe. No, you know what?
I would pierce my ear. I would pierce my ear and like hang it from the hoop.
Rocking the ring. The people that rock a ring are known fish, so you're good.
Thanks for all the congrats, guys. Pucks, thanks for the 27 months, homie. I appreciate you.
There's 0 crushers that wear the ring. 0. So you're fine. They take the 10K. You can rock the ring for 3. No, you can't. You rock it one time to take the picture, and then you never really rock it again. That's what happens.
No, but I would only wear it when you come over.
Yeah, as a needle. And you know what's fucked up? I don't even have the opportunity to win a ring.
Yeah, you have no shot. It's just you're drawing dead.
Son of a bitch. And you would wear it when I came over. I know how you operate. He's not lying. He's really like that.
I am. I'm that guy.
He's that, yeah.
All right, guys, let's do this. Poker coaching in the chat. The way this is going to work is I'm going to draw a winner from my stream. 6 is going to draw a winner from his stream. The 2 winners are going to compete taking this quiz. And if you do better than the other contestant, you get $5. Easy game. Easy game. Get in there, guys. While we're doing this, we should do the shill. Make sure you give my main man crazy 6s. A follow. There's his link. You can go to the Poker Coaching Discord. Tell them all about the Discord while I type this shit out there. 6s.
Yes, you guys got to join that Discord. Myself and GodsBigToe, we run study groups in there 2 days a week. But there are study groups that run 6 days a week. Mm-hmm. In the group, I run a cash game study group every Tuesday at noon, and then we have an MTT study group we do every Thursday at noon. You guys got to get in there. It's completely free to anyone in the Discord. And yeah, man, we put in a lot of work, and we do ICM work every week.
Yep. So there's a link for that. Here's a link for my Discord channel as well if you're interested in getting in on that. And that's the spiel. That's all the shilling you get for the next hour or so.
Yeah, we're not going to share anymore. But yeah, I mean, we have to invite you guys to the Discord because it's awesome. I don't know what happened to my study group. It used to be 16 to 25. I come back.
I told you you're carrying.
Man, I got to be there every week.
Not all men get to wear S's on their chest. 6s.
Let's go.
Yeah. So yeah. It's make it's I like I said.
What's going on?
I always say the same thing, but it's just because it's 100% the truth. While they do pay both of us to say this, it is the best free poker coaching content on the planet. There is all kind of information in there. We have coaches in there every once in a while. We do AMAs. There's giveaways. We're in there. Like, it is unbelievable value for absolutely free.
100%.
Get in there.
Cool. Where you guys at? What the fuck? How do I only have 2 people in here for the giveaway? I give up.
Oh, what time is it in Ireland? Your core is asleep right now.
Nah, just GG. I'm just gonna merge my channel to yours, and you can have it.
Done. We out.
Yee. I've tried, and this is it. Yee. Let's roll it.
Let's roll it.
Molten. Rut-row.
Legend versus legend. We got Doe Beats.
Oh my goodness. You get beats, Molten? What the fuck? 2 guys that are in the study groups every week.
True.
Work their fucking asses off, who are good ass players. So this should be fun. You know who we have to do, since we have 2 high level legends. We have to do a solver practice.
Of course.
Both these guys, we love solver work.
And so maybe we make it really hard and do the one on how to play jacks.
Solver work, how to play jacks? Welcome to hell.
Welcome to hell.
Yep, we'll do it. 19.
It's so funny. Like, I don't think the hand's got such a bad rep, right? It's not that hard to play jacks.
No, it's not. You lose your money and then move on.
Yeah, let's do this.
You have sub 40 big blinds? GG.
Yeah, it just is what it is. It's easy. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's play it.
Yep.
Under the gun opens, folds to the cutoff with jacks. Jacks 3-bets. This is the 3-betting strategy off of 50 big blinds from the cutoff.
Snap into it.
Mostly jacks plus, ace king plus, and some bluffs. It's important to stick to this schedule of 3-betting. You might say, oh, well, you know, in my live games they call 3-bets too much. Well, if you're a good player and they're a bad player and you're playing this strategy over the long run, you're just going to be collecting a lot of EV from those hands that they shouldn't be calling with pre-flop. They're going to be making more mistakes post than you as well. So I would just stick exactly to the schedule. You know, the other problem with 3-betting a linear range in some spots, linear being like only value and then just like widening your value range, is that if you know the player is loose, you will be getting 4-bet at some frequency, and that will push you off hands that you could have just called and seen post-flop, hands like king queen suited, king jack suited, ace jack suited. Yep. You know, don't do as well in 4-bet pots as they would have just done in a single raise pot. So yeah, I would just stick exactly to the schedule. So folds to under the gun. What is the worst pair here that under the gun is mostly going to be shoving?
I find it interesting that Romero is now doing videos from what looks like either his bathroom or a hotel bathroom and not in the blue room like all his other quizzes.
You know he's traveling around. He's got penthouses around the world, man.
It looks really zen in that room. It's like bright and white. It's got a nice little plant in the background. Like, it looks peaceful.
But this is really good. We're gonna have to do more Romero quizzes today because this is really good, and what he's saying makes a lot of sense. And I think people are 3-betting too linearly in this spot.
Yeah, notice pocket tens really not on that list. You know, things like that.
I mean, yeah, people are using ace queens at full frequency or just taking ace queen suited and thinking it's good enough to 3-bet. But look at that, it's just flatting. So this is really good stuff to kind of pay attention to, and is going to be kind of consistent as well.
Yeah.
Molten Asher says he's going to use queen as the worst hand that be shoved for value.
I'm sorry. The question is if he 4-bets here, what are we jamming? Right.
No, when we get 3-bet, what's the worst hand do? Or 4-bet?
Oh, from the other position.
From under the gun.
Got it.
Because you 3-bet with jacks.
What's our jamming range?
The worst that they're going to use.
Got it.
So, okay, cool. Penny says queen. What's up, Penny?
Jerome on the queen board. Dennis pushing tens.
Dennis pushing tens.
Yeah, jam after 3-bet, Maggie. We're looking at it from the under the guns position, not from our hand.
Correct.
Queen for Maggie. Beat says jacks.
Beats says jacks, and Molten says queens. What is everybody else in the army saying? I'm kind of curious.
We don't have any read on the player. We're just doing solver versus solver, right?
Yes. What is the so?
If this is someone crazy like 6s, then you could jam like 8s.
8. Please.
But if it's against a solver, you gotta be a little more careful.
Yeah, please shove 8s. Fucking be rich. All right. Day Pass is going jacks and Puck's going jacks. This is
what's Molten doing?
Question. Molten is going queens. It's either queens or jacks.
Bigs. I definitely have. I like never jam tens. I'm like pure calling tens, I think. I'm calling jacks a ton. Queens, I'm kind of a little indifferent on. So it's like definitely jamming kings, and queens, I'm a little indifferent. There are definitely times when I flat.
I like this.
And definitely times when I jam.
God damn, Toe, you're so fucking smart. I mean, I'm not sure. That's exactly how I think. I think queens would be. Queens is the bottom. Not jamming jacks ever.
Yeah.
When we get 3-bet here, the fucking especially population is way too tight to under the gun here. So you're only gonna get snapped. You're never getting snapped off by worse.
Yeah, it's really bad that it's under the gun. Like position should be.
So I would say queens half the time and kings for sure. So I would almost say kings are pure and queens are half.
You know, it's interesting. I got into a spot in not last night's ring event, but it was the day before I played a ring event. And there was a spot where I was doing really well, and I was about 40 bigs deep like this, and there was an under the gun open and an under the gun 1 3-bet, and I had jacks. And I went all the way. I wanted to fold him so bad, and I went all the way into the time bank, and then jammed him in. No, I jammed him into queens. So I was like, I should have folded. I wanted to fold so bad. So like, yeah, you got to be real careful with those jacks.
Yeah, especially
from early opens.
Well, and when we get anywhere in ICM, like it's kind of tough. But yeah, we spent a lot of time here. Let's go ahead. Molten says
also, like, real quickly, you got to think about what's this guy's fucking 4-bet jam range under the gun. It's like queens plus and ace king.
Jacks plus some people, yeah.
Makes this range really easy to figure out. All right, we're going jacks. Let's find out. Let's see if beats us.
Jacks are spaz. Queens, here, let's do it.
The worst hand that's jammed mostly for value is
the
jacks.
Riz.
Notice how queens, kings, ace king is just all in every time. I see a lot of small 4-bets. I don't like it. Just be balanced.
I don't like it, he says.
Mostly shoving aces as well. I would aim to have just a balanced strategy here. Like the solver is just going to be making a ton of money in live games. Don't get fancy play syndrome. Don't think you're smarter than the software. These are the correct solutions, and if your opponent responds incorrectly to your strategy, they're going to be losing in the long run.
How much EV is Jack?
So I would
show us EV.
There's some green in there.
Well, notice we have some flats with aces, 10s, 9s, 8s, and some suited Broadway and ace queen off. So very strong flatting range here. I don't know if we're going to see such a strong flatting range in real life. We'll probably see much wider flatting range.
True.
Under the gun calls queen 7-5. So jacks this range can c-bet. This player can c-bet range here for small sizing or split sizing, small and big, and then also have some checkbacks. Jacks is one of those hands that works really nicely as a check back here. Doesn't want to get raised. Doesn't need as much protection as a hand like nines would. There's less turns and rivers that can devalue jacks. So I'm okay with the check back. Out of the gun has king jack of spades here. What should he be doing?
Ooh, dude, this is dude. I'm loving these Romero quizzes. By the way, he out here spitting. It's so good. Got to do more of these.
Yes, I'm trying to think about what I would do. Beats checking. We're looking. Just want to make sure you're clear, Beats. We're looking from the under the gun perspective. He's got king jack. What should king jack do? Not what should we do with our hand?
Yep, king jack suited.
Meatball says check, I guess. Giving up with the king jack. Okay, Beat's still checking. Nothing changed. No. Realize, Jerome, we're playing this from the other person's perspective. He's got king jack. So you're still checking king jack to the guy who checked back the flop. I'm not trying to lead anyone. I just want to make sure it's clear. All right. Bet. Missy's betting. What size, Missy?
No, what I think I did. I think, God, what's wrong with me? Am I really gonna? Does that make the most sense? I'm not gonna. I'm gonna wait.
I think I know what I'm gonna do.
I'm waiting for Molten. Molten, what are you doing? Come on, Cletus. I'm thinking this through. Well, you got a global time bank here. You know how this shit goes.
Jelly checking the king jack. Lots of checks. Only Missy betting. Dennis checking the king jack.
Heart. My heart says bet, but my brain says check. Oh, shit. All right, he's checking.
Do you get bonus points for having heart?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Poker always, you always have some.
Favors the guy with the heart. Cyrus 50%.
All right, cool. Yep, day pass with 50%. Molten's checking. Beats is checking. Man, 50% feels like it sets up really nice river rip. I mean, 50% sets up the SPRs just like perfect. And we block a few Queen X. I think a lot of the checking range is going to come from some underpair when he could be betting a lot in this spot. So the checking range there, and our range has a lot of Queen X. We're near the bottom of our range with some relevant blockers. And we block kings, we block king, queen, we block I mean, he's not going to use queen jack as much, of course. But yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking
He's also never c-bet, like he's never not c-betting kings, right? He's not c-betting, like the only queen he's not c-betting here, I think, is like a set of queens, right? Otherwise, if he has a queen, he's c-betting 100%, I imagine. C-betting small 100%.
Yeah.
Right? So, the problem, so, yeah, so I'm not sure. But the other thing,
I'm not sure.
With the jack, like when we check back this flop, are we checking back any queens?
Oh no, under the gun is for sure.
No, but are we? So if we're not, but are we checking back any queens? I don't think we're checking back any queens. So I think that we're always capped to some sort of underpair and ace king here, which in case king jack should bet, and I would bet small because I'm targeting like underpair and ace king, and I'm barreling the river like regardless.
Yeah, that's how. I mean, I was kind of thinking we go on 50%, and then that's that the better SPR gets a little bit more fold equity. I think population would overfold a little bit. So, yeah, let's see. I mean, I honestly think check might be just the safest and best. Is either check or 50% for me. I
might even go 30.
Size, you know?
I can go 30. Targeting air.
But yeah, but 30 is not going to set up an SPR to rip either, and I think all of our value range would go bet jam.
It's a fair argument
with this SPR. So, and it generates a little bit more fold equity. In real life, you're going to fold out 9s, 8s, and stuff like that a little bit more with 50. But I don't know. Let's go ahead and click check and see what happens.
Under the gun is going to range bet.
30's good. Okay.
Pretty much range bet for a small size here. He has a lot of hands in his range that benefit from a small sizing, 8s through jacks.
Hey, what am I, chop liver?
Hands, and then also he has those pretty nutted combos, ace, queen, and aces. So his range wants to shovel money in the pot. Jacks is pure calling. King jack of spades follows through on the river. What should we do here in the cutoff?
Well, what are you doing here now that he goes bet jam? You knew this shit was going to happen.
Mm-hmm. I know what I'm doing.
So I guess when he bet, what size did Under the Gun use? Did he use 30%? I need to go back and see. I'm
looking right now. He bet 95. He bet a third, yeah.
Oh, so no, 95 and the 20 is like half.
Oh, yeah, he did size up a bit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is why I think this SPR 0.8 or something like that is why I would use the half and then jam, because we're kind of over bet jamming, given if we use 30. But it's interesting, you know. Like,
yeah.
That's why I thought half looked like this and looks better and more efficient, but I was.
He took your line 30. For sure.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if this is better than 30%. So
Dennis out there with the call. What's everybody else doing? We got jacks. He went bet jam. He went check bet jam. Oh shit.
Who shook?
Beat says, Psy call, Missy calling, Cyrus calling, Jelly calling. Jelly made the best point ever. He's like, call. I know he's got King Jack suited. Fair. We know what he has. We know what he has.
All right.
Jerome knitting it up.
All right, cool. In order to have a chance of, okay. Call. Beats. Wait a minute.
Beats calling.
We have all calls over here. B Money says fold. Because Beats is calling, but I would call. He's calling, so we're calling over here.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of gave a spoiler away on accident on the turn where I'm like, when he where he calls the 3-bet, like, I'm sorry, when he doesn't, what was I saying? When he checks flop, like, he doesn't have any queen.
What do you mean we don't?
Oh, we're the 3-better. So he
Under the Gun called a 3-bet.
He still has queen in his. He still has queen in his range. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
But I mean, here we go. It's I'm never folding, so it's GG.
I don't think we can fold.
Nope, GG. Call.
I mean, especially when we check flop, right?
We underwrap our range so much. This is one of the strongest hands we're gonna have there. He's gonna have combos he needs to follow through and bluff with, and when we put ourselves, we cannot fold, right? Like, we underwrap, and you get here with this, and then we're gonna fold.
I wonder what he does with like 9s and 10s. Does he bet that this way with 9s and 10s for value?
Well, he's gonna be incentivized to bluff a lot of hands here because we check back the flop.
What do you think he does with 9s and 10s for value?
He doesn't bet for value. Those are
Shows
probably
down.
just trying to show down range. Like all the unpaired ace jack suited, ace 10 suited, all that stuff that
Sounds
really
good.
won't show down, that tries to fold out ace king in our underpair, just needs to will follow through. So fuck him.
Sounds
We
good.
call. GG me.
Yep.
Let's see. All right, let's do it.
So jacks is a pure call, ace 7 suited is a pure call, 10s and 9s can be mixing. If you want to make live reads and
This is
make
broken.
deviations in game based on player tendencies or whatever, you know, you can make those decisions
Never
with 10s
fold.
and 9s, but everything else should be by the book.
That's it.
That's it. Didn't even show the
Fold.
chart.
Didn't even like, dude, if you call the turn and you under wrap the hand this strong, they're going to bluff it off and you put yourself in you can't fold.
Yeah, no.
Can't fold.
We're too
Can't fold. So we have a 22. We got
24. We eked ya.
Piss.
We
Oh,
eked
piss.
ya.
It was a turn. We got an 8 pre-flop. Where is that what it was?
We got
It
10,
wasn't-
4, 10.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was the pre-flop when it went to jacks. Damn it. It's all good, Molten. Savage Ashes. Good job, buddy. It's all good. You lost to a legend anyway. Well done. Jellyfish. Thank you for the sub, my friend. 29 months. You the man, brother. Thank you. Cool. We'll do another quiz. And what's interesting is I was trying to type out this on this hand in GTO Wizard on the side, and the sizing on the turn is 50 to 75%. It doesn't even fucking, and it makes sense from an SPR standpoint to only use those sizes. So that's why 30% didn't make sense. Like I
Yeah,
could
he's
try to
also
pull it up.
using Odin, which is going to have slightly different results because of the solver he chooses, right?
Yeah. And the thing is, we're just, I don't even think it's just an SPR equation there. If you bet a third, you can't just, it's going to be an overbet jam into the river. You don't want to do that. So.
Sure.
I think that's it. Raid Boss, thank you for that follow. Appreciate that. Go ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead and change the keyword. Tell you got a keyword for us.
You always throw it over to me.
Yeah, because you know what I'm gonna do.
Keyword, no ring.
Oh, why you gotta be like this?
Keyword,
Keyword 10K.
10K.
Keyword 10K.
Keyword 10K. Contrast, thanks for the sub, buddy. I appreciate you.
We ain't going down that path. Crazy as hell. We're not throwing a pity party for somebody who won 10K. Get out of here. Get your ass out of here. You know how many people would rather have 10K over a ring? Me. Everybody.
You're dumb.
Nope. Fuck that ring.
A lot of people, and I appreciate
I'd rather
that,
have 10K.
but not you.
I take 10K every time. The ring is just gonna sit somewhere. I'll put it on once.
The ring is gonna make
Never gonna wear it.
make your social media presence. The ring is gonna get you a renegotiate an Iggy contract.
Nah. It's crazy how one little dub or something like that can just. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yep.
Fucking hilarious.
I mean, Moneymaker's only won one tournament, right?
And look, but there's 1,000 motherfuckers with rings. Fuck, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just
it's not
saying.
a bracelet. You ain't gonna get that much clout.
Yeah, that was the big joke too,
A
man.
$200.
That was the
ring.
big giant needle. Sixes and I were laughing. He's like, "Well, at least you got 10K." I was like, "No, I got 99.60." He dropped the mic and walked away. The ultimate needle. The ultimate needle.
All right, we'll pick another quiz. It's gonna be really hard. I really enjoyed that quiz. It was very theory based, and I love that kind of shit, man.
Yeah, it's great.
Talking about
This
the
stuff is good.
ranges, and yeah, it's really good, man. So I'm glad we're back to seeing some Romero quizzes in there. That's awesome. Really good for us.
And I know they're tough, but it is. It's like level 3 poker thinking. So like that's if you're not thinking on that level, this should open your eyes to what you should be trying to get to, and the way you
All
should
right.
be thinking.
Look at all these fucking good ass quizzes we got. Thank you for holding back. I would have lost control of my body the second you were gone with some of these.
I know.
All right, you want to go down and try 1958 with do an Evan Jarvis cash game quiz? These have been fun. These have been really good as well.
We did 1958. Like I had to do something. I left you Romero and JL and Affleck. Give me
So
Evan
did you-
Jarvis. Let's do 1963.
1963. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Unorthodox spot versus a savage opponent.
Ooh.
Sweet, we'll do that. 10K in the chat if you're interested in getting in there. We're about to roll this shit.
Oh shit, we should probably roll. Oh shit. Dusty old rag. The Hawk! We got the Hawk! Matt! Let's do this!
GG easy. Oh shit, Jay. Let's get it, my dude. GG easy. Let's get it.
Who's he going up against?
Jay Romney.
Oh! It's Team Toe on Team Toe violence!
Team Toe on Team Toe. Easy dubs.
Oh yeah, we're rolling this one forward too, so this one's worth $10. Beats rolled it forward.
Oh, that's nice. All right, cool. 1960.
Traitor! Seriously, Jerome. Dead to me.
Nope. All right, let's
do
go.
it.
Hello, Poker Coaching members. Evan Jarvis here for PokerCoach.com, coming at you with another cash game quiz from some 51 No Limit Hold'em over on Poker Stars.
Hey.
This hand, we're playing some 5-handed poker early into the session. We've got ourselves 9-8 of diamonds on the cutoff. Action's on you. What should you do? Should you fold, call, raise to 2.5, or raise to 3?
We're not going to spend a lot of time here.
Not rusty, just a salty, dusty old rag like the rest of us, Matt. Welcome to the OGs.
Yep. I'm there with you.
It's a goal to get to be dusty and dusty old ass
Just
rag.
withered as hell. Just straight withered. All right. Jay's going 2.5. Penny's going 3.
Oh, we should just roll this, right? It's
2.5,
between 2.5 and 3. Both are okay, right?
Yeah, both are going to be a 10. As long as I don't see a call or a fold in the chat, you're straight. You're good. You got to play this. And depending on your preference, both of these sizings are going to be reasonable and not lose too much EV. So 2.5 would be more theoretically sound and standard, but if you're going 3 in your game, it's probably not a big deal.
Yeah, you got it, though. You got it, Matt.
Yeah,
2.5.
let's do it.
Same applies.
But there it is.
9-8 suited, definitely going to be a hand that is playable
Both
from
10 points.
this position, playable from pretty much all positions in a 6-max game. Anyway, so we're not going to be folding it, and we're not just going to be limping in. We don't start pots by limping in for the most part. We do it by raising. Whether you're picking 2.5 or 3x, both options are 10-point plays. So congratulations on finding that. We're going to get a couple folds and a defend from the big blind, John Savage, 777, who over the 14-hand sample is playing fairly reggy so far. And that's pretty much all we have to go with. We also have a flush draw and a backdoor straight draw to go with this 9-8 of diamonds on the 7 of diamonds, 4 of diamonds, queen of clubs flop. It's a check from John Savage. Action on you. What should you do? Should you check, bet 1.5, bet 2.5, or bet 3.5?
What are you guys doing?
2 backdoor straight draws, just to correct Evan a little bit.
That's so funny. I've just seen literally every single option were the first 4 answers. So this is where it's like, no, it literally goes 2.5, 1.5, 3.5, and check.
Sick.
Everybody a different. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I don't think that's ever happened before like that. That's kind of for it to come in order.
Oh, you said 2.5 last time. Oh, I see what you're saying. That was there from before. Well,
we're taking it. We're taking it as a win.
Yep.
Lots of 3.5s in my chat. Contrast checking and Joey Dawson going just about half pot.
Let's see. Jay, what are you doing? You haven't done anything yet. I think that 2.5 is from pre-flop. So what are you doing? 2.5 from the jelly and fish. 3.5 for Jay. He ain't poking around, mate. 3.5.
Sizing up on this board.
Yep.
Waiting for Matt.
Oh, if you're waiting for Matt, we're going to be here forever.
No.
What's that one golfer that's slow as hell? Before
Snapping sink was big, 3.5. Range is probably small and frequent. Which way you going, Matt? Sounds like 3.5 to me.
Patrick Cantley. Yeah. Sergio Garcia. Catcher was slow. Oh, that's funny.
I saw one clip where this dude was like doing his little warm-up thing and then stepping away and then stepping back up and doing his warm-up thing and stepping away and stepping up. And
I was trying to watch the Masters. It's like, Jesus, this kind of slow.
2.5 for Matt.
2.5 for Matt and 3.5 here. I hate it. He says, "Me too, Carter. It's fucking cringe." All right. What are you doing, Joe?
I don't
You're a
see a
cash
reason
game
to
expert.
size up here. Like if that 4 was a 6, or like an 8, or like a 9, I could see sizing up. Well, maybe I could see sizing up because there's like a bunch of gut shots here. There's like not a lot of straight draws, so I think I'm just going like 2.5 because it's cash and we're deep.
Yep. Half pot or third. We still have some third bets here, and then this what doesn't want to like. He's gonna check raise you on this board at some frequency. We don't want to play gigantic pots. He's going to be continuing. There's a lot of different draws. So going 1.5 could be reasonable. I probably go 2.5 or half pot. That's a little bit more than half pot, which is fucking me up a little.
And but to be fair, like
half pot. Yeah, like 2.5 or 1.5.
Yeah, like I would go 1.5 in a tournament 100% of the time. I just sized up because it's cash game and my cash game coach tells me to.
Yeah, yeah, I think 2.5 is going to be good. 1.5 is probably reasonable as well. So, yeah, one of these two smaller sizes, never checking. And I don't really care for 3.5, but it's probably all right.
If there was more straight draws, then we could size up. Yeah.
Yeah, but we have the flush draw. We don't necessarily need to be building.
Now,
like,
in
we
this,
can just use these and get to fold out trash and still get to realize equity, pick up more equity. So, yeah, we're going to go 3.5, though. Let's see what Grips thinks. I'm sure he ran the hand. Let's do it.
Now, in this situation, when it comes to our flush draws, GTO likes to mix between betting some of the flush draws and checking some of the flush draws. In this particular case, GTO likes to check with 9-8 of diamond.
I think he would want to bet with this one because it doesn't have showdown.
Flush draws, the ace-high flush draws, the Broadway flush draws that could pick up the higher straight draws as well, and I guess some flush draws that can dominate more of his potential draws as well. That being said, the EV of the expected value of making a bet and a semi-bluff with this type of hand is still pretty high as well, since GTO is going to be mixing between checking and making bets. And in terms of the expected value of each size, pretty much the same. We can take the option of doing a small bet with our entire range, betting a third of the pot on the 1 high card, 2 low card board. It's going to be a fine strategy where we have the range advantage over our opponent who's in the big blind. Or if we want to build the pot a bit more with our flush draw and also press a bit more fold equity, so we discourage those ace high floats and those weaker one pair floats. We can go for a larger sizing here. All options are pretty much good. In game, I chose to go with the 3.5 big blind bet, and our opponent decided to call. Turn is a 10 of spades, which is pretty awesome because it gives us an open-ended straight draw to go with our flush draw. But to our surprise, John Savage now leads out.
Not a lead card.
Big blinds, about half pot.
Nope.
Action back on you. What should you do? Should you call, raise to 12, raise to 18, or go all in?
What up, Tina? How you doing?
I ran this
Russian
hand.
Mike said, fuck this shit, and snap raised him to 18. This isn't a donk lead card, bitch. Matt going 18. Matt on the fuck you bet.
You guys are savages. I love it, man.
How many points is 3.5?
7.
8 points for
So,
2.5.
You
So,
know what's
it's
interesting?
close.
I did run it. It is checking about 45% of the time, and then
Ooh, a lot.
using the small bet, the bulk of the other frequency, like 30% of the time. So I mean, if you're betting, the EV isn't like terrible. It's like a little bit higher for checking, but yeah, betting small was the next best. So whoever went with the small bet, 33% was the next best. Damn, everybody's. You guys are insane.
I got a good mix of calls and 18s.
Jay is calling. Penny is calling. So I lean raised to 18. 18, make him pay. The dumb dunk troll.
Beats is fucked because they broke the solver, so now Beats doesn't have it memorized, doesn't know what to do. We got to take it to the streets.
He has to use the creativity.
Street poker.
Street poker. All right. Jay is just calling.
Matt losing his mind going 18.
Yep. Toe?
I would raise this had I been facing a bet out of position, but in position, it's just pure call. Like these leads are often going to be scared queen X and 2 pair and shit.
You're going to get better to call and worse to fold.
Yeah. So in position, I'm just going to realize
it.
Yep.
there are portions of my range where I would think raising is better. Very strong top pair that can get caught by worse draws and stuff like that. So we have a raising range here. I just don't think I'm going to use my combo draw in position where I get to realize anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we don't. I don't want him to fold out worse draws and stuff like that. We have a nice combo draw, and if he does lead with a queen or two pair, we're fucked, right? Because he's not going to fold to it. Or if he comes back over the top, then we have to gamble. So
yeah, Mike says never bad to call, but if you want to punish his donk lead, raise the shit. Yeah, the problem is like I'm not really wanting to get 100 bigs in here right now.
But why are we trying to punish him? You know how you punish? You realize all your equity in position and then let them make another mistake.
Yeah, and if he checks turn, we can make a decision, or if checks river, we can make a decision, or if he bets, then we get to realize, right?
What if he's punishing your aggression and then raising here, leading with two pair, which some of these fuckers do?
Yeah, I don't think this lead is a particularly weak one, like some of the one blind leads you see on the flop.
Yeah, I mean, what if he's like leading and then you raise and get it in? Whoa, that was loud. Sorry. But yeah, let's see it. We're just going to call. I'm with you, Jay. And then if we do raise, fuck it. I like some aggression too. Why not? Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
I am.
Let's do it. Yeah, you only call.
Yeah.
Now, it can certainly be very tempting from an impulsive perspective to want to raise anytime someone leads into you and say, you know, you're not taking the lead away from me in the hand. I improve my hand. I'm going to maintain control of the betting action here and hit him with a raise. But we need to think about what types of hands John Savage is going to be leading with here and why he's leading on the 10. He could possibly have some stronger draws than us here, some King-Jack suited type draws. I guess with us having the 9, the only other ones that are possible are Ace-Jack, because Ace-King suited would a 3-bet. So there are some draws that are possible. And in terms of other hands that the 10 improved, it's really not that much, unless he has a random flush draw with the 10 here. So in terms of possible draws, that's what he could be leading with, or he could just be leading with something completely random, in which case he's probably going to shut down on the river, and we can just take the pot away there. So with all the outs that we have, with the fact that we have position, with the fact that this isn't looking super strong, it's a bit of a suspect play here, I don't think we need to commit more chips yet. We can wait till we get more information. So calling is the best play here. If we're going to raise, a min raise doesn't really accomplish anything because it gives them the right price to continue and simply bloats the pot. We'd probably want to go for a larger raise size like 18 if we want to get a bit of fold equity. Going all in is just overkill and is risking way too much to get the job done. We'll probably get the same folds for 18 that we would for all in, but on the rare instances he somehow has it, we've put in way more chips than are necessary. So while sometimes with a combo draw we can think, oh, we just have a combo draw, I have all these outs, I can get it all in. Not the case, especially with only one card to come, where against a made hand we have something like 30% equity. If we're going to be committing all our chips, we want at least 50% equity. So do be cautious even with your strong combo draws. Going to make the call here, and the river is a 9 of clubs, on which our opponent now checks to us. So that King Jack of diamonds, probably not in the range, since you would expect that to follow through with another bet if that's what he had. Actions on you. What should you do? Should you check, bet 6, bet 12, or bet 18?
What the hell did you do? What's up, Mystic Moons in West Tennessee? Dave, good to see you, my man. How you doing, bud? Checkity check, check.
It's an interesting turn. A river.
Good to hear, man.
Interesting river. Jay Dawson checking, Contrast checking, Cyrus checking, Missy checking.
Tanking. Oh, I'm doing amazing, man. I'm back after 3 weeks. I took like 22 days off streaming. Got to travel a bunch. Feeling great. Come back crushing it. Feeling great.
Gina says, fuck that. I'm betting something. Fuck all you checkers. No, no, no.
Check, Penny says. Let me see. Jay is, come on, Jay. Tanking. You running a hand? What's going on here?
Matt checking.
Matt, who's doing the quiz right now, he's checking?
Yes.
Okay. I don't see one single bet. Everybody is
there's a couple bets. Tina's betting 12.
You're supposed to bet here, I think. I think.
Sweaty technique, betting 18.
Jay is checking. So both players check. Moulton's checking.
Meatball says we hit one of our outs, so we need to bet. Oh, he said we hit one of our, quote, oats.
Oats.
So we need to check.
Oats. O-H, oats.
You spelled it O-O-T-S.
That's how they say it. It's funny. Sorry, want to win. Fair enough. He wants to get to the flip. I think they got the same score or something. Maybe he got you. We don't know. All right. What are you doing, Tal?
Interesting. I'm probably checking this card. If that 10 was any card under a 9, I would bet for value. But because he still has 10x in his range now, I think I'm probably just taking the showdown. Hard to get called by a 7 or a 4 when there's 3 overcards.
It's interesting to turn this into a merge, right? You're not really betting for value, but you're turning your hand into a bluff to make a 10x indifferent.
Tough.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to make a 10x indifferent or fold, and sometimes he might have like, I don't think he has too many queen x, but occasionally a guy have like queen 60 to defend it, and then just use it as a check call bluff catch, which seems kind of you're not getting called by too many worse hands, and you're not gonna get a queen x to fold.
I feel like if you were going to target the 10 and turn this into a bluff, that you have to like bet at least pot.
Oh, 18. I mean, over bet.
18's not enough. Right.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's why I don't like the bet size, because I feel like I'm merging and turning my hand into a bluff, which has showdown value and beats a 7x, 4x, and any of the other missed draws. And then the other portions of his draw, this guy, we're trying to make a 10-fold. And then a queen is never folding, so it's just too thin. Let's just take showdown versus that range.
Yeah. If that 10 was a 6 or something, then I would definitely consider betting. Well, we'd have
turning your hand.
We'd have a straight. But if that hand was some lower card that didn't give us another pair, I would bet the 9 for value to get called by all the undercards. Right? That 10 is a problem. All right, let's do it.
Check.
So we did give a lot of betting options on the river, and we have to think if we're going to bet
Small
here,
bets are stupid.
what worse hands are going to call. If
Don't
we go
small
for a
bet in
large
position.
bet size of 3/4 pot,
Closing the
I
edge.
don't
Or at the end
think
of the river.
anything worse than a 9 is going to be calling us. In fact, we may even rarely get a 10 to fold there, but queens are certainly going to be calling, 10s might be calling, and everything else is going to be folding. So when we bet with 18, we only get called by better and get all worse hands to fold.
Yep.
I think the case could be made for the same when we bet 12 as well here, so that doesn't really have a lot of merit. And even if we bet 6, that's where we may get a hero call from something like a pair of 7s or something like a pair of 4s. But when faced with any bet size whatsoever, most players are typically going to be folding 4th and 5th pair. And if we do get called by a 9, most 9s have better kickers than us anyway. So there just aren't a lot of worse hands that can call a bet from us here. And if there are, we have to bet really, really small. And the issue with betting really, really small is that even if we think our opponent is capable of hero calling with something like 5th pair, he may also be capable of then turning that 5th pair into a bluff and check raising us, to which we probably can't call, which is what the door is open to when we make a small bet on the river. We do beat 7s, 4s, and missed draws, and I think that's enough hands that we can justify just checking here, taking our showdown, and hoping we win. If we had not improved to a pair of 9s on the river, this is certainly a good spot for us to fire a bluff to try to get those 7s and 4s to fold and maybe those king highs, ace highs that our opponent can have. But once we've improved to a 9 and we beat a lot of that range, we no longer need to bet to get those hands to fold. And that's actually exactly what our opponent rolls over here. Ace-4 offsuit. Don't
Maybe
really
the
know
worst
exactly
turn
what
lead
he's
I've ever
doing,
seen.
but I do
The
know
fuck was
that
that?
we played
Why
our hand
did
pretty
you
well
lead the term? The
against
hell?
his hand, probably
Damn,
against
look
his
how much
overall
rake
range
came out of the pot.
to win just not a crazy size pot, but still
Impossible to beat the
nonetheless
stakes.
a very interesting spot. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this hand. This has been Evan Jarvis for PokerCoaching.com. Hope you enjoyed the quiz. I hope you learned a thing or two, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next
Just that single hand, they took $1.20 out of that pot. You can't beat. How the fuck do you beat these stakes? It's a lot.
I also gotta say, I'm kind of sad Evan's gotten all solver and PT4 because we don't get to see his awesome screen names anymore.
He does something. Oh yeah, because it's all already.
It's all official, like.
But he gets in there and tries to be creative and give them nicknames on their already screen names, which is funny. But yeah, this league,
Not the same.
You see this league, you got to sit with the guy. You got to just play all night. He's here. Like, this is so bad.
It's really bad.
Don't do that. Oh shit, what did you get? We got a 37.
Oh, you got us. 30 points. We got fucked on the turn.
Oh, Jay. I see you. Good job, my man. Make sure to shoot me that whisper so I can send you the money when you're not really expecting it and not when you really want it. So I got you though.
Results are in. I get the fold on the turn with the raise. That's true. You get worse to fold, Matt, with the raise. You are correct, my friend.
Worse to fold. Correct. Better to call it worse to fold. That's the name of the game.
I actually think stats-wise, you're like 50-50 on the turn against that hand. I think. Something close to that.
Good job, my man. Thank you for carrying and getting us a dub today so we don't get shut the fuck out. New keyword. I picked the last one.
I think it's really
do
close.
something reasonable.
I think it's really close stats-wise, Matt.
Yeah, keyword.
Again?
You got to be the keyword guy, otherwise I'm going CAC W, CAC Jams. There's no shame in my game. We do what we do around these parts.
He puts all the onus on me. You see this? I
don't.
come up with every one of them.
All right, CAC Jam.
Cat Jam's fine.
Hey!
He's been gone for a month. Like, let's give him his fucking Cat Jam.
CAC Jam. Not lowercase cat, uppercase jam. Lowercase cat, uppercase jam. You know the rules.
Oh, shit. You know who's in the house?
Who that?
Hollywood!
Hollywood! I've been able to say that for weeks. Hollywood!
What's up, buddy?
Holly. My man. It's good.
Solid practice or JL or Matt?
Oh, shit. Let me see. I mean, yeah, it's whatever, man. How many solver practices do we have here?
We have 2 more.
Use them all up. We have 3 more at the top.
We have 3 more, you're right.
Then that's it. Do we save them?
You would save them so we have them? Yeah, I think that's probably a smart move.
Because, I mean, if it's up to me, if it's actually up to me, I'm just going to ape shit and doing them all in a row.
We just did cash, so let's do 1971.
1971. All right, the flush draw in a 1K live tournament. JL's been having a bunch of good results this year, man. He's been crushing it. Playing a bunch of 10Ks, 25Ks and shit, making final tables in the PCA, going off. So, yeah, you know.
Guy plays like 6 times a year in Rex.
Yeah, he goes apeshit, man. He's been crushing it, dude.
It's one of those things that, like, he's Jonathan 1, so he's gifted. And also, like, he's just constantly surrounded by the world's best. Hires all of the best to be surrounded by them all the time. You can't not be good, even playing 10 times a year or whatever.
Yeah, he knows the game.
Oh, yeah. Uncle JL's got it.
Yep. All right, I am ready to make it happen whenever you are.
Oh, shit. I
roll
just
them.
fucked up.
The CAC Jam.
Let's roll them. Pucks! Legendary! We're getting all the good draws today.
Yeah, we're getting some super
Pucks,
good ones
beats.
as well. Oh, shit. It is D Coot in the house. We got D Coot. My man.
It's a flush draw. He's spazzing. He's all in.
He's spazzy. He's all in. He ain't never scared. That's what I heard.
That's
all
true,
right,
Beats. You were special.
Pucks versus D Coot. Wow. I got D Coot.
So this is just like the $11 2K every day.
The
right?
$11.
Fucking mini blitz every day.
You mean the 1K, $1,000 buy-in 50K?
I mean, that's the same. It's the same player pool, isn't it?
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right, clicked it.
Here we're playing a $1,000 buy-in live tournament. Folds around to the low jack seat, who makes a minimum raise. Folds around to me in the big blind, 30 big blinds deep. Should we fold,
Ruh-roh,
call, re-raise to 7,000, or go all in?
Do we fold, row, call, 7K, or all in?
call at this depth. B Money says D Coot snap call. Call for Penny.
Everybody calling. Pucks calling. Everybody calling.
Carter's calling. Everybody calling. I haven't seen a single fucking 3-bet.
Everybody calling.
Call. All right, quick quiz. What's the worst pair you're all in with here?
For 30.
The correct answer is pure cat jam 100% of the time, every time, any spot. CZ the one. You might be on to something. Legend in the game. The worst pair we're jamming is 6s. 5.
ICM is a myth, but fold equity. Fold equity is real as a motherfucker. So he says 7's the worst pair he's jamming, 5's for beats, 6 for pucks.
Let me see. 30 versus...
I don't feel like we have a ton of jams here for 30 versus low jack.
I mean...
Blockers are a myth too.
We are jamming the worst. Ooh, guys are loose as hell, brother.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of jams here. Yeah.
8+.
Yeah.
Carter, well done. Mystic Moons, well done.
Yeah, Jelly got it close.
You know what? 5s are mixing a little bit here. I'll just show it right here. Fuck it. This is what we're looking at. I wanted to show you guys the jamming range. Here, obviously, Queen 10 suit is a pure call. No shit. But yeah, here we go. Versus RFI, chip EV, bang. All right, cool. Pure call. Everybody in the world is calling this. You can't do shit with this.
Let's
Call
do it.
plays super well. Call.
Here is the GTO strategy for this situation, and notice we do have some all-ins kind of in the vicinity.
Only
of
10s.
Queen 10 suited. See, King 10 suited shoves some, and Jack 10 suited, and
This is the difference.
shoves every time. That said, this is the spot where I probably have no shoves in game, especially in tournaments that are probably not that tough. I'm usually not taking these like marginally profitable situations. I'm much more inclined just to call all these hands, or re-raise small with 10s, re-raise small with ace king. So, and just not have a shoving range at all in this spot, which is certainly not GTO, but at the same time, I'm probably not trying to play GTO in a $1,000 buy-in tournament where hopefully my opponents are going to make mistakes and I'm going to make fewer of them. Hopefully. So we call. Flop comes 9-7-3 with a flush draw. Should we check?
Yeah, what are we doing here?
Bet 2,000.
All right.
Bet 4,000.
Snap
Or
check.
bet 6,000.
I don't think that chart's crazy tight. I mean, I would jam ace king, to be honest with you. But
I see Jack 10 and ace 5. That's on the poker coaching one. On the GT pre-flop
always more
academy chart.
aggressive.
No, it is, but it's in a different region, and it is not using any ace 4, ace 5 shit. It has 8s, mixing 9s and 10s practically pure. Jack 10 suited 50-50, king 9 in there like 30% of the time. Ace king, ace queen pure, and then raising jacks plus ace queen suited, ace queen off for Val. Ace queen off. Thought that might be more of a call sometimes, but
I would
just
jam
rip, I would just rip that more than ever just flat or 3-bet small.
Me too.
All right, cool. We're out of position. We called in a big blind, and let's go ahead and check this, and like we should be doing.
Yeah,
Ready?
no leads with 9-7.
I mean, I'm not even gonna waste time. Let's do it. Click
Yep.
check.
On this board at this stack depth,
What are we
we just
doing?
don't have very many leads at all. If we were shallower, perhaps we could lead,
This
but
ain't
even
it.
then, you don't really want to lead.
Herc
in a
says,
spot
check
where
raise him all the way to his
prices
mama's
fail
house.
if you get raised. So we're just not going to lead with anything on this board. If we were to lead, I would much prefer a small size compared to a big size. That will allow you to continue if you get raised. I mean, imagine you bet 6,000 here and your opponent shoves. I mean, that would be terrible,
You're
right?
fine.
Now, if
No,
your opponent will
you're
literally
bad.
never raise you,
Running it.
then leading becomes
Yeah, but it
far less
sucks.
bad. But I think
Yeah.
in today's games, most players are studying a bit more, and if you give them an obvious raise hand like ace 9 or pocket jacks, they're just going to raise you, and that's really, really bad. So we're going to check everything. Low jack bets 2,000. Should we fold, call, raise to 6,000, or go all in?
I know what I'm doing. Lots of calls.
Snapped.
Hollywood, Spite Technique, Erkster, all calling.
What up, Skate? You coming back to the study groups, my friend? How you been? Good to see you, my dude.
To mama's house we go.
To mama's house we go.
So awesome. So
Penny
awesome.
calling,
Beat
money
6K.
calling.
Everybody else calling. Missy folding. Can't fold flush drawn 2 overs, Missy.
Who
Plus
said that?
Plus
Yo,
the runner
this-
straight
this
is
read.
way too much. Puck says, thinks it mixes call and raise, going for call. He's leveling JL.
Hey, my dude, you love to see it, Skate. Carter 6K, B money call, penny call with the backdoor, straight draw, backdoor, and the flush draw. I like the 6Ks. Okay, cool. Wait a minute. Who do I have here? Oh, Deku, what are you doing? I'm sorry. Toes read is too strong. Jam it in his eyeball. He cat yamming. Didn't Toe call you spazzy?
You're never dead. I told you, Coot, it's a flush draw. Coot was all in. Did I not tell you? Coot was all in.
Oh, fuck me.
I played $11 2K too. Coots though. Coots and all the big buy and stuff as well.
Hell yeah, he is. He's D Coop.
Charlie says, jam it in his face.
Damn, the Jam Army is real. You guys are crazy as hell.
Lots of calls, mostly calls, except for
right.
beats.
All right, all in for D Coop.
Okay.
What is
calling. He's calling and leveling JL. I am 6K. Always check raising the flush draw. Well,
6K.
this stack depth for the big blind.
2 overs? Yep, 6K.
Yep.
And then D Coop's like, making a 6K and breaking turn is a bit of a no man's land. No, it's not.
No, it's not. Easy game. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, he doesn't have very much 9x. He's got no 7x, no 3x. We have all of that in our range. Plus, we have the 2 overs and the flush draw and the backdoor straight. We just get a ton of folds here. We fold out things like ace king and stuff like that. We put pairs of like 8s and 6s and 5s in hell. We fold out things like king queen, queen jack. Check raise. Mama's house. I'm with it. I'm coming for dinner.
What do you think about the people who are on call army?
I don't think call is terrible. But this, I'm pretty sure on 30 bigs, big blind defense.
Would you rather call or go all in?
I would rather call than go all in. And I'd rather raise than anything else. Raise, call, jam is my order.
Raise, call, jam. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm pure raising 6K. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever calling 3x.
Do you prefer call or jam?
Fuck, man. I'm a little bit. I'm kind of on team spaz sometimes. I'd rather just put in a lot of money versus a blank range thing. Call, but I mean, yeah, I guess I don't even know. I mean,
hope he has jacks, so you have an over and the back doors.
Get suck out, like play a spaz. What's the buy-in size is the question.
$1,000 live.
Call.
Call.
A 1650. See you in hell. I'm all in. All right, night. Get me out. All right, cool. We are.
You hear here? Scared money on the tables during WSOP in a few weeks.
I'm not scared.
Scared money.
Nah, not scared. It's just like the best option.
How many times was I all in the fucking tag team last year?
Dude,
every time.
I was all in so much.
Yeah, but you were always ahead. I was never ahead.
Yeah, you came torching our stack.
I fucked up.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
I
clicked it. All in.
So I actually learned something in this hand.
Pure
I presumed we were supposed to call here.
Ooh, you're on the right level, Pucks.
Jammed, it's pretty rough.
Never calling.
Nope.
However,
Never.
if you raise and your opponent folds out ace high or king high, that's a pretty great success, right? So in this scenario, I ran it through the solver, and it shows that you don't raise hands like ace 10 of hearts so much.
Because the ace has that showdown.
And king queen of hearts so much, because when you raise those, your opponents don't really fold out very many better hands. But you do raise the lower flush draws a decent amount of the time. So in this spot, I ended up calling because I was concerned that if I get shoved on, it's a pretty bad spot. But apparently the solver doesn't care about that so much. They would just rather make the opponent fold out better stuff. So I opted to call here, and that is the right play. I'm sorry, I opted to call here, which is the slightly wrong play. Solver would prefer a raise. I should have just raised it up to 6,000 or so and been willing to go with it.
You heard it here. Like, we're better
Turn
than
is the
JL.
3 of diamonds. Should we check?
Put me on the banner.
Bet 3,000, bet 6,000, or bet 10,000.
Oh, this is a fun hand. This hand has like all the little tricky stuff in it.
Are we leading the board pair? Bottom card. Is the bottom portion going to be a lead in your world?
You should get a 9 instead of an 8, Pucks, because you did level and go call because you knew that was what Jonathan did, and that is what he did. But he solver practiced you.
Well, since you're a short stack, you would mind getting it all in on the flop, right? Yep, GG, give me out. Because we would put it at 6K with all the dead money out there. I'm just running it. If I check raise and then they run it, GG, I'm never folding.
Lots of check question marks coming up in the chat.
3K check for D-Cooch checking. A lot of 6Ks. Okay, I think this is the turn I'm talking about. 6K for B money. My chips are the fuck in this spot. You would have been all in, but they're not, so you're checking, right? You're checking here. Or are you doing something? I'm confused.
Mike says check or 6.
I don't mind it. Okay, you're checking good.
Puck's checking, though he thinks it might be a lead.
I got an interesting thought about this.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So D-Cooch checking. What are you guys doing over there?
Puck's is checking, but he thinks it might be a lead.
I think it's a check pure because we fold out so many of our offsuit 3x pre-flop. It's not like we have 2, 3, 3, 4. We don't have even as many 3x, but if it was the fucking 7, I think the 7 would be a pure lead.
That's interesting because I'm 100% leading 3K on both.
No, I don't think you have.
And I don't think the lead is ever 6K. Our donk leads in these spots are almost always small bets. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you ran this in a solver, since we lack as many 3x as we do the 7x combos, it would be a pure check, I would guess. I would put money. No, I don't know if I bet money. That sounds kind of scary. But I think we would be.
I'm on a heater. Don't bet money. I'm flush.
I'll go $20.
I'm flush. Shit, you heard it here. If I win this, Sixes is postmating me a Pollo Loco today.
I've done that. Oh, that sounds good as hell. Oh, that sounds so good, man. I can't wait to eat it again. A Pollo Loco is so fucking good. Why do you have to say that? Shit. No, I don't know. I just don't. I think we lack as many 3x as you guys think when we're folding so many offsuit combo bottom end 3x. We don't have jack.
The good thing about leading here is that he's gonna c-bet range here, and so we still get all those same hands to fold in a bloated pot, which is nice. And we have outs like a motherfucker.
All right, let's go ahead. I'm just JL might sit and then we run it.
Yeah, we have a lot of suited 3s and they have 0 3s. Agreed.
I'm checking.
So does Bucks.
Yep, let's do it.
This is an excellent turn for me. I have some 3s in my range, all the suited 3s, and the opponent has basically none. So this is a spot where I think we get to lead frequently and small. I'm not going to say we should lead with our entire range, but we should lead very, very often, especially with hands that kind of lack showdown value that have some equity, like gut shots and flush draws. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to lead small here. I would also lead small pretty frequently on a 7. Although the 3 is particularly nice for me because I have some 3s and the opponent has like literally none. And whenever that's the case, it's usually a pretty nice spot to go for it. They do call. River's 9 of clubs. Should we check? Bet 3,000. Bet 16,000. Or go all in.
This is harder.
You know what's interesting here? I just ran it. I'm going through. Jails. It leads every other flush draw, not this one.
Oh,
it doesn't lead. It doesn't lead this hand. It leads some of the weaker ones. Could you have weaker like Queen 8, Queen 8, all the worst ones. Queen 10 is like, and then the King 10, the King high ones, and the Ace high ones check. Mm-hmm. Then, but this one would be a check, and then way more leads though with other portions of your range. But I mean, I agree with you. I just maybe not use this combo. Yeah. But yeah, I can show it here. On my
Lots of 16Ks in the chat.
But look at all these weaker ones, like the 10-8 obviously is a combo. Then you have like this dog
4 or 5 hearts, I imagine, something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, all the other shit you show up with, like a Queen 5, all your Queen 5s, and like the worst ones. But this specific one it wants to check, but all the other ones it wants to bet, at least there.
Okay.
Cool. I'm giving up, Carter says.
Lots of 16s, okay. One all in, and poor Maggie thinking the jam is insano.
Believe!
Turning lives matter.
Okay, we're at a position. We have none. But I really do kind of agree with you guys on the aggressive line here. If you are making a mistake, to just lead almost everything that you've shown up here with. Especially if you think people are c-betting way too wide, right? So I kind of like this. D-Coots cat jamming. Why the fuck not? We block a lot of hands that we want low jack to folds. Molten says blocking flush draws that we may. Okay. D-Cooch jamming. What do you got?
Puck's just typed in torn as hell. He shook. He's in the time bank.
You got a global one, so you got like 5 seconds.
Beep beep.
Beep beep.
Erkster jammed twice. That's how convinced he is.
Erkster the legend.
Yes, we're leaning on X on the turn, Matt. Beat says he thinks around 70 because we lead turn. 16K for Pucks.
16K for Pucks. Cool. It maybe accomplishes the same thing. And D-Cooch cat jamming. So we got an all-in and an overbet.
Yeah, I don't think jam is necessary here, but there would definitely be some jams on some, like a hair smaller. I think a jam is fine. We get, again, like we have all the threes. We have more nines than the low jack does.
Yeah.
My question is so 16K seems better than all in. I wouldn't bet as small as 3 because I think ace high still calls, but in game I feel like I would bet something between 5 and 7. I think because I think I'm still targeting all the same shit. Maybe that's not enough though. I guess I'm leaning 16 with this options. We have to bet. We have no showdown value.
I mean, I'm going all in. I mean, I probably just lose control of my body and say, if I'm gonna fucking leave my. I mean, I do think maybe what you accomplish inelastically between 16 and all in is the same thing. So I think if I'm maybe playing well and just go 16 because I feel like it accomplishes the same thing, I'd probably cat jam it online and hit the button and then just look away.
I just realized too, like 16 leaves what 7K behind 7 bigs. It's a weird size. That's why I'm like at 7.
Yeah, I mean, I think if we had the 9 or 7, I would want to get it all with the overpair, so I would just rip it if I had to vote because I would want to get all the money from get a full stack if I had to vote. So doing something other than all in feels a little weird. Because if I had it, I would just fucking rip it anyway. So I'd probably want to be consistent in the line and just rip it, with it or without it. Because I would never go 16K if I had a fucking vote.
Yeah. Maggie says, I don't get it. I get it, but I don't do it. Puts you at risk. The thing is like he doesn't ever hit this board. And so it's a calculated risk.
Yeah, the interesting part is he did see bet, right?
And there's no ICM either, so we don't have to worry about tournament life as much right now.
Yeah, it's the only problem is like he still is in this hand pretty uncapped and strong. Like he still has all the overpair, he still has aces, and he will still have some bottom end 9x in his range, because we haven't uncapped it. We led. Just because he didn't raise the turn doesn't mean he doesn't have overpair or 9x.
13K still leaves us like 10 blind speeds. Like that's kind of like I'm 7-ish, 8 maybe.
Yep. GG. Let's go. I'm with you, D-Coot. Let's be spazzy together. Spaz Army, unite, all in. Let's go. Spaz Army, I'm with you. Let's do it.
I think 16. I think you said 16.
All right, all in.
This is a dicey spot, and I am sure from a GTO point of view, we probably are not supposed to bluff this hand, which sounds kind of gross. But in this spot, you don't really want to have a flush draw to bluff the river, because when you do have a flush draw, it makes it less likely that your opponent has a flush draw, which is a hand that's going to automatically fold, right? So that means the opponent's more likely to have either a straight draw, which I also block with a 10, or a made hand of some sort. So if they're going to have a made hand of some sort, you don't really want to be bluffing into them. Now, I will have some 9s in the spot and a bunch of 3s. I think a 3 is definitely good enough to go for value. But in general, I think we probably don't want to bluff this one. However,
you do.
In live poker, a lot of people are just going to be weak and nitty. They're going to look at the board, they're going to think, well, a 9 got there, a 3 got there, I guess I have to fold everything. And if that's the case, then I love a bet. I did not preface this with my opponent is weak and nitty, because I don't know if my opponent's weak and nitty. But as a default, I'm going to be over bluffing the river a lot in tournaments. I don't know if that's necessarily ideal. It seems like they fold a lot when I bet big on the river. So we're going to bet, and we're going to bet big. Now the question is do we shove or do we bet something like 16K? And I think in general, in spots where you are going to be bluffing into some nuts, because right here the opponent could just have a 9, right? They're going to continuation bet them on the flop. They're going to call a turn bet. They may raise, but they're going to call a turn bet sometimes. And they're going to be here on the river. And when they have a 9, obviously they never fold it. So I do not want to lose all my money when they happen to have a full house. So I think the right play here is to go 16K. And I think that's going to have basically the same amount of fold equity as a shove, and maybe even more fold equity than a shove, even though it shouldn't. But a lot of people are going to look at the 16K bet and think that you're like trying to get a crying call, right, from a hand like aces. Whereas if you shove, they may put you on a busted draw, because there are a lot of those, and then they're just going to find a call with anything, which would be terrible. So I think I like a 16K bet. Maybe something like 14K is better. You want to essentially bet the amount that's going to get pocket 8s to fold, and a hand like a 7 to fold, if that's possible. If you think that's not possible, well, then maybe bluffing's even worse than it naturally would be. So I think a chunky bet is going to be ideal in this spot, and that's going to put your opponent in a pretty miserable spot. But I don't think you want to go all in, because when you go all in and get called, I think we just end up losing an extra 6,000 or 7,000 chips unnecessarily. So I go 16K. Opponent folds.
Got his ass, Seabass. Well played, well done. And I really like the point he makes about like live poker. People will probably overfold this spot. I really think like a lot of people won't interpret you as having a lot of bluffs and following through on a double pair board where you're gonna have a lot of 9 to 3x, and cats will fold some crazy shit. And when they don't have to tell a soul, like live players, when they've driven out for the event and call it off dead in the spot, they don't want to do that. So yeah, get folds. We got a 37.
46. You smoked it, Pucks. Legend.
It's
That
all
was
good.
a good quiz.
It's a good ass quiz. The all in on the flop killed us. We got a flop 2 for just jamming. The flush draw, you can't do it. We still got to just check raise and get used to being in no man's land, D-Coop. Not just jam. If you jam every flush draw, it's just too high variance. Even the good ones with 2 overs is still too high variance, and you can just make more. You never, So,
Pucks, you get $10. Let me know how to send you your money.
I think that might have to be the last one.
Oh shit!
Given the weird-ish time frame, we finished that one because these take like 30 minutes, and then I got to take my son to get his haircut. So,
all right, I'll do 2 gift subs, guys. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's cool. But yeah, we'll end it there. Deku, good job, everybody. Thank you for coming out. Feels good to be back. We are back on regular schedule for at least a month or 2 before the series starts and shit gets crazy. So we'll be working our asses off, getting ready for the WSOP. Once again, we'll invite you guys to the Discord study group. If you guys enjoy hanging out with us, getting better, if you have the free time, we're in there talking poker. We're not just fucking sitting there lecturing. We're trying to get down and dirty, plug those leaks, talk through the game, and get better. So that Discord is free to anybody. And here's a link to the Poker Coaching Discord. We just enjoy hanging out with you guys and appreciate the support. So we'll always put that out there for you guys. It's a nice, safe place to come get better. Outside of that, let's go ahead and give my man GodsBigToe a follow as well, and give him a congratulations for almost winning a ring, getting a 2nd place and 10 fucking K score last night, which is sick as hell. And we take those. So good job, buddy.
Thank you, bud. Thank you.
And I think that is it. Oh my god, I got a bot in here. You son of a bitch.
Already?
Yeah, Pikachu. Banned. Alright, banned.
All right, 2 gift subs given. There you go. Yeah, Discord chat, link in there. YouTube if you want to see this one from the beginning or any other ones we've done in the past. Cash command for 6s out there. PC in the chat for you to link to sign up for free. And then also, if you want to get into my own Discord, !Discord, there's the link. You want to throw it to Dramatic DJ or Craig CU?
Maybe Dramatic DJ does well. Let's always help out the smaller of the streamers and help them build their streams. So yep, here we go.
Is that DD or is that Greg?
Greg, because Greg's a smaller streamer than DD's been around the block. You know, he's eating well. He's good. Let me make.
He too rich for the raid? Is that what you just said?
No, we just want to help out the smaller.
I'm fucking with you.
Always help build the smaller streamers, man. This shit is hard enough to do. Is it just Craig CU?
Yeah.
Underscore, let me make sure. I
No,
don't-
just Craig CU. I'm looking at it.
All right, cool. Backslash raid Craig CU.
We'll see you later, guys. Peace.
All right, peace out, guys. Take care. That's good. That's working. Take care. Peace out. I'm streaming tomorrow. I'm going hard as shit. Yep. Peace.